There are only 164 days left this year. Somewhere along the way, I stopped becoming the woman I dreamt I'd be. I kept telling myself, I'll start Monday, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start next week. Monday turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. And before I knew it, summer was already gone. Hi, I'm Mina, and this is how we're gonna take my life from trash to the best thing in the world. I recently turned 21, and I feel like no one genuinely prepares you for the feelings you're gonna feel at that age. I'm somewhere in between feeling like an adult and feeling like a teenager all at the same time. I'm learning how to manage things that I was not taught growing up while also managing things I was taught, such as bad habits, to get rid of them. I constantly feel like I was living my life in survival mode. I have to do this. I have to work 9 times hard to make sure that I can pay all the bills. I will only have fun 2 days a week. And I just kind of got tired of living in that loop. Not kinda, honestly, got tired of living in that loop. When I imagine the version of me that lives my dream life, I imagine all of the good habits she currently has. As of right now, I don't wake up as early as I want. I got tired of not working on my mindset, and if I'm being honest, I didn't like my circle, and now I actually have no circle at all. And at some point, I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I knew that I was capable for more, and so I decided that that was what I was gonna do. So building my dream life in 164 days isn't just some challenge to me, it's genuinely what I need to get ahead for myself. I am tired of seeing people who live the life that I want, and I know that all they did was put in the work that I wasn't willing to put in. I'll be honest, I don't hate my life. I actually am grateful for everything that I have, but I'm not fulfilled with the life that I'm living because I know that I'm meant for so much more. I look at my Pinterest boards and my mood boards and everything that I've been praying for since I was a little kid, and all I can constantly think of is if I just put in the work, I can have that life. When you really think about it, the things that you're viewing on social media that you're like, oh, maybe one day I'll have it, or oh, if only I could visit it before I retire, or if only I could see that car, or if only I could walk around in that house and pretend it's mine for the day, I'll be happy because it's not something that I can actually obtain. That's not true. If someone has what you want, it's obtainable. Someone has it. Someone physically has it. Someone physically has that car that you want. Someone's physically living in that house that you dream about. Someone's walking around in the country that you want to live in. Those people have it. You can have it too. I imagine the woman I want to become. She wakes up early. She reads books. She goes on walks every morning. Not just because it's pretty outside, but because she knows it's good for her health. She eats foods that make her feel good. She has close girlfriends, people that she genuinely can see growing old with. She travels a ton, owns businesses, dresses well because you want to dress the way you want to be addressed. She protects her peace, and she tries new hobbies such as tennis or golf, and she keeps promises to herself. Something I want to add on, keeping a promise to yourself is something that you have to do. Every time you tell yourself, oh, I'm gonna wake up at 5 in the morning, and then you don't. You wake up at 6. You wake up at 8, you wake up at 11, your brain is wiring itself to never believe you. So when next time you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, or oh, I'm gonna wake up at this time, or oh, I'm gonna eat healthy, your brain is going to figure out a way to talk you out of it because it doesn't even believe that you can do it. Stop making promises to yourself if you know that you're not gonna keep it. Start with something small. Okay, I'm gonna wake up 30 minutes earlier than I did today every day and see how that goes. That's an obtainable promise that you can keep until you reach your end goal. We're gonna break this down into categories so that I can make sure that I focus on every single thing that needs to be reached. First goal is weight loss. Now, a girl loves to eat, but a girl needs to learn when it's good to eat certain things and when it's not. I know what hurts my stomach. I know what's not healthy for me, and I still decide to eat it. The higher version of me, the better version of me does not do that. So I need to break that habit. I'm also talking about going on walks, eating the right foods, hitting the gym, and figuring out what routine and schedule works best for me. The second category is mindset. Now, I'm not talking affirmations, which I will be doing, guys, trust me, but I'm not talking just affirmations. I'm also talking reading books and listening to podcasts of people who have the mindset that I want. I can kind of tap in to see what are they thinking and should I be thinking that way too. So for my mindset, I'm going to focus on reading, journaling, which I have a ton of journals and I don't know why I ever stopped doing that. When I was at my best mindset-wise, I was constantly journaling and getting everything out on a piece of paper. And lastly, less scrolling. I love social media. I love social media as much as the next person. I will probably catch any meme that you have that you're about to, I can probably quote any meme that you're about to say right now. But I need to work on that because doom scrolling while seeing other people live the life I want is not going to get me closer to the life that I want. That's why we're here. Next category is confidence. And I'm not just saying, oh, I look good. I mean actually feeling like I look good. This means dressing the part, dressing better. My grandma's always told me that you want to dress the way you want to be addressed, and I want to be addressed like someone who deserves respect in every room that she walks in. Taking care of myself, not just inside healthy foods, but outside as well. Skincare routines, whether that's morning or nighttime, and making sure that I'm just taking care properly overall. Speaking confidently. I know that sometimes I get really nervous and it's hard for me to stutter, or maybe when other people are talking, I won't say anything because I'm so scared of saying the wrong thing. Because of that, I might as well watch videos on people who know how to speak properly so that I can speak properly too, and then just practice by saying a few simple sentences to strangers and just seeing how the conversation flows. Keeping a good conversation is going to help me speak confidently. Next category is businesses. This is something really important to me. Growing up, I watched my grandma start her cleaning business from the ground up, and she literally built the dream life for her children, and me. Well, her grandchildren. But watching my grandmother build her business showed me that women of color can do that. And I know it sounds crazy because why wouldn't I think that? But growing up, I was never really surrounded by other people like that except for my grandmother. Being able to grow up around my grandmother who owned her own business opened my mind to lots of things. It showed me that I didn't have to work for somebody else constantly to make the money that I wanted. It actually showed me that working for somebody else was not going to give me the money that I wanted. And it also showed me that I needed to be comfortable in who I was to go after the things that I wanted. Right now, I am a founder of an all-women social club here in Texas, and I am working my hardest to make sure that I can build that community, not just for myself, but also for the girlies. I've got to watch so many relationships grow from little events that I've hosted, a point where it motivates me to want to host 10 events a month. Right now we're just at 2, but one day we will be at 10. I cannot wait to watch that community grow into something bigger until everybody knows about it. Another thing that's really important to me is building my income and being good with it. I'm not gonna lie, your girl does not have the best spending habits, so that's the first thing that I have to work on. The second thing is I don't have the best habits when it comes to my family asking for money. I love them, but I'm not in the perfect financial situation to just give them everything that I've got. So I've also got to work on that too. So for the next 5 months, I'm going to be tracking everything that I spend and buy and giving myself those conversations. If I can't buy it twice, I don't need it. And I've also decided that any purchase over $100, I have to wait exactly 30 days before I get it. If I still want it after 30 days, I'll take it. If I don't want it after 30 days, it's a good thing that I didn't spend it. Imagine how much money I can save. And another thing for my business is I want to work on posting consistently. Sometimes I get a little burnt out when it comes to posting on social media, or I feel like if my content isn't perfect, I can't post it. No one's going to like it, the views, the engagement, who's going to want to hang out around it, who's going to actually like vibe with the things that I'm posting. And so I get really, really nervous. Can't do that. Gotta get out of my own head. Something's better than nothing. And obviously the content is going to be great quality, but it doesn't mean that it has to be absolutely perfect for someone to love it. When I first started my social club, trust me, the content was not even as close as it is now, and I feel like I had so much more engagement then than I do now because I was consistently posting. I was consistently pouring into my community, and they understood how much I cared about them. And now I don't want to lose that feeling. I want them to feel like they're part of something bigger, perfect or not perfect, because we're human. We're not perfect. Unless you're Morris Chestnut, then we'll talk. And lastly is experiences. I'm going to force myself to try something new each week until the end of the year. And that may sound doable for most people, but for me, it's a little insane. I'm talking coffee shops, museums, classes, whether that's dance or language or instrument or swimming. I can't swim, but we'll figure it out. Or simply just traveling around my city. I've been here for a while, but I don't necessarily know much that goes around here. So I've made some rules for myself because it wouldn't be me if there were no rules. So for the next 164 days, I made a few rules for myself. I must walk outside every day. I don't care where I'm walking. I have to get my butt out of this house, even if it's just for 30 minutes. The next rule is read 10 pages of a book. Preferably 10 pages of the same book until I finish the book. But if not, 10 pages would do perfect. Must upload a video to all of my platforms except for YouTube. I love you guys, but you'll be getting a video every other week. I cannot quit after one bad day. Things happen. I'm gonna argue with my partner. I may stub my toe. Maybe my nails don't come out the way that I want. I'm having a terrible hair day, or someone cut me off on the highway. It doesn't matter. Keep going. I must try one new experience weekly. Doesn't matter what it is. Again, coffee shop, museum, horseback riding, zip lining. I gotta go for it because I've got to get going. And I must keep the promises to myself. If I say I'm gonna do something for the day, I have to do that thing. I cannot expect other people to keep promises to me if I can't even keep them for myself. Maybe nothing changes. Maybe I fail. Or maybe 164 days from now, I barely recognize the woman that's looking back at me. Either way, this is day one. If you've ever been waiting for a sign to change your life too, subscribe and let's spend the next 164 days becoming people we've always wanted to become.